The good, the bad, and the very, very ugly. Coming up, we'll give you a look at the protesting that happened around the contempt hearing for Kim Davis.
A fire damages several homes in Lexington and leaves some neighbors stuck inside.
Steamy thermometers out there leading to at least a couple of scattered storms. We'll track it all heading into the Labor Day weekend. Up next.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
Welcome to WKYT News at 4. I'm Amber Philpott reporting. We have a lot to get to you today. We start with a fight over same-sex marriage and Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis. Judge David Bunning ruled her in contempt of court and taken into custody. The legal tug-of-war now includes her deputy clerks. Our Mark Barber is live for us in Ashland with the very latest on this breaking news alert. Mark, what can you tell us?
Good afternoon, Amber. It has been a very long day here at the federal courthouse in Ashland. There's essentially been a three-part hearing, and we're told that that third part just wrapped up here in the last few minutes. That third session is now over, and what happened inside that courtroom, we're told, is that Kim Davis told the judge that she would interfere with the clerks who are willing to obey the law, and they are willing to issue those same-sex marriages. Therefore, Kim Davis is still being held in contempt, and she is still in jail. Now, we have also been told that one clerk is also not willing to issue same-sex marriage licenses. But again, of the other 6 clerks who are also in her office, 5 of them say they are willing to issue those same-sex marriage licenses. All this happening very quickly, and we might finally be coming to the end of a day that's been back and forth, inside and out of court all day. But one of the big stories out here has been what's happening outside of the courthouse. Early this morning, protesters started showing up, and the more it came, the more heated it got. I want you guys to take a look at the video now that we got earlier in the morning. Hundreds of people came out here to voice their concerns, to voice their frustrations, and what started quietly ended up escalating into quite the shouting match between both groups. On one side, you have the supporters of Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis. They say that God ordained marriage to be between a man and a woman. They stand by her decision not to issue those licenses. On the other end, you've got people who have waited to get married, they say, in their home county, and they say they're frustrated that she's not following the Supreme Court's law. Now, those two groups came to a head today, and it was not pretty. Now, we did speak with one man who was on vacation in Boston. He said that he's originally from Florida, but he came here with his husband to see what was happening. Now, he said the most disappointing takeaway for him was what was happening outside these court steps this morning.
I mean, I can't imagine living in a community that was so, against my own life. And so they were happy to see us, and I was happy that we came. Worth it.
Now, our Victor Puente, he has been inside the courtroom all morning long. He has been keeping us updated as to what the judge is ordering. Now, he says that last session wrapped up, so we are hoping to speak with him here in a few minutes. We hope to bring him to you live and maybe give you a little more insight as to what is happening here on this very, very closely watched and highly contentious day. This is the latest in Ashland. I'm Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. Now, here's what it means, contempt of court. It happens when someone deliberately disobeys a court order. So in Davis's case, the judge ordered her to resume issuing marriage licenses. In contempt cases, a judge can fine or jail the person. The jail time can be as long as the judge wishes, generally until the person apologizes and agrees to abide by the court's orders. But again, you heard there that she will go to jail this afternoon. Now, if she indeed goes to jail tonight, we have learned that Kim Davis will be sent to the Carter County Detention Center, and Davis could be put in isolation or a 6 or 20 woman pod at that facility. The facility currently houses 172 inmates, most of which are men. We'll have a report from the Carter County Detention Center on WKYT News at 6. The Rowan County Courthouse was closed today while all of the employees appeared in court for that federal hearing. And for the first time in months, there were no protesters outside, but some people did show up to renew their driver's licenses and tags, but were unable to do so because no one was there to do it. Kentucky's Republican candidate for governor says he supports what Kim Davis is doing. Bevin spoke to several dozen supporters during a stop in Laurel County this morning. Bevin says one of his first acts as governor would be to remove the responsibility of county clerks to issue marriage licenses. He says Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis is simply following her First Amendment rights.
That is a closely held religious belief that she has that is protected under the First Amendment. And while the Supreme Court has now read into the 14th Amendment certain rights for others that were not previously offered in this country, they don't now trump the First Amendment rights of people like Kim Davis.
Bevin says the directive to county clerks of do your job or quit from the governor is not necessary. He says he supports a downloadable form to get a marriage license. You'll hear more from Bevin on WKYT News at 5:30. Republican candidate and Kentucky Senator Rand Paul is also supporting Kim Davis. He discussed Davis's decision on CBS News this morning. He says he believes a compromise can be reached where Davis doesn't have to put her name on the marriage licenses.
Ultimately, if society is going to change its opinion on what marriage is, I think it'd probably be better through persuasion than through sort of an aggressive tactic where we federalize everything and force people to do things they don't want to do.
One of Senator Paul's suggestions was to have notaries sign off on the licenses. We will, of course, continue to follow the very latest developments on the Kim Davis case throughout the evening and always on WKYT.com. Switching gears now, we have a lot of steamy air in place. What's new, right? It's happening across the region, and this should hang around into our holiday weekend. Take a look. This is a live picture now of downtown Lexington. Let's check in with Chris Bailey about the chances for some pop-up showers for our Labor Day. Chris?
Yeah, it's basically, Amber, the same old pattern we've had over the past couple of days. It's just going to roll on in through the upcoming Labor Day weekend. Those temperatures, a lot of upper 80s to around 90 degrees into most of central and eastern Kentucky as of now. Skycam picking up on some of those little showers and thunderstorms that are trying to pop out there, especially across the eastern half of Kentucky. We've got a little cell just to the north of Lexington here in the parts of Scott County, but the greatest concentration of showers and storms now across sections of eastern Kentucky from Sandy Hook down toward the Paintsville area, parts of Salyerville getting in on the action. Folks between London and Manchester dealing with a couple of raindrops here as well. We've had some isolated stuff from Urban and Estill County back over into southern parts of Madison County, and there's that one lone little shower trying to develop to the northeast of Georgetown, right on top of the Harrison and Scott County line. Whatever is out there is kind of scattered in nature. That's what we've expected for the better part of the past few days. If you're out and about this evening, the steam bath of an atmosphere continues. Isolated thunderstorms, still rather humid out there through 11 o'clock this evening. Focus of the forecast, steamy temperatures, scattered storms. Amber, basically that's it in a nutshell for the next several days. We do have some relief in sight, though. 7-day forecast comes your way in just a matter of minutes.
That seems like good news. Chris, thank you. We are working on a number of other stories for you on WKYT starting at 4:30. Sam Dick joins us now from the newsroom with a look at some of the news that's in progress. Hello, Sam.
Good afternoon, Amber. Fire damaged several homes in a Lexington neighborhood this morning. The fire started about 6 a.m. on Hibernia Pass in the Blackford Oaks subdivision. Everyone inside the home escaped safely. The fire destroyed the home where it started and melted the siding on 5 other houses.
We definitely feel the heat from our house. I mean, you could feel it from an easy 100 to 150 yards away. It was pretty intense.
It took firefighters 15 minutes, though, to get water to the home. They blamed a mechanical issue with one of the trucks. Now, we have just received a press release from the fire department by email, and they are saying now that they are conducting an investigation into possible equipment malfunctions and other issues with today's fire. Also, the city's Division of Code Enforcement says that they do not need to condemn the other damaged houses. So that is some new information just come into our newsroom now. Also, Lexington's new needle exchange program begins tomorrow. The program is free, it's anonymous and confidential, designed to reduce the spread of HIV and hepatitis in Lexington. Used needles must be brought in to receive clean needles. The Bluegrass region, which covers 17 counties, including Fayette County, has seen HIV numbers grow from 75 cases in 2011 to 107 in 2013. They'll be open on Fridays from 1:30 to 4 for this program at the Health Department, which is located on Newtown Pike. You'll hear more about the Health Department, about the needle exchange program, coming up a little bit later in our newscast here on WKYT. All right, that's a look at some of the news in progress. Amber, back to you.
Sam, thank you. If you know you'll be flying for the holidays, then you might want to book your ticket now. Details ahead in Money Watch. And you can buy more of your favorite household items with just the click of an Amazon Dash button. That's ahead on WKYT News at 4.